Hi, my name's Ed Mullins and I'm your obstetrician. My top questions from Antenatal Clinic this week are on gestational diabetes. In gestational diabetes, your sugars go higher than they should do in pregnancy. The baby loves sugar and it causes it to grow, and sometimes too much sugar can cause the baby to grow too big and make birth difficult. Well, this is a good question. Anybody can get gestational diabetes. In the UK, we do what's called targeted testing. So we test you between 24 and 26 weeks if you have a first degree relative who has pre-existing diabetes, if you've got a body mass index of 30 or more, if in your last pregnancy you had gestational diabetes, if you had a big baby in your previous pregnancy, or if you're from an ethnicity group which has a higher risk of gestational diabetes. Well, quite simply, no. It wasn't too long ago, only about 30 years, that we didn't treat gestational diabetes. We thought it was a condition that just came and went. But following up the babies from pregnancies affected by gestational diabetes to the age of 11, we saw that they did have issues with their sugar metabolism and probably were more likely to get diabetes in later life. Now, we treat sugars very carefully in pregnancy and keep them as close to the normal range as possible. We monitor your sugars and we monitor the baby's growth all the way through. But your baby is not born with diabetes. In fact, the baby's sugars can go a little bit low after birth, so we carefully check their sugars for the 24 hours after delivery to keep them safe. Well, the answer is not necessarily. It's a very personalised decision, and your obstetrician will talk to you about what you want for the birth, and it's very much up to each individual woman what they want to choose. We'll have a look at the size of the baby on the scans, which is an estimate. It's not an absolute exact science. And they'll look at your sugar controls and all the other things going on in pregnancy. If they think that a vaginal birth would be a safe thing to aim for, they'll talk to you about that. And they'll also talk to you about the option of caesarean section 2, which can avoid difficult births, but carries its own risks. It's a personal decision. Thanks very much. See you next week.